Yeah, and I'll happily come back to the FI thing because I actually think there's some pieces about FI that relates to this, not just tangentially, but actually I think that there's opportunities to, and I hadn't thought about it till we talked, opportunities to really think about the community of FI folks out there
Hmm.
and think about, well, what students could actually learn if they said, this is not even about a profession. This is about a way of living. And
Yeah.
so here's 10 people who actually understand this world. Why don't you go and explore that? So that's that. I think there's wonderful opportunities to make this connection to from quote unquote informational interviewing to information interviewing with someone who is well entrenched in sort of the fire movement.
That's great. I mean, and that whole idea of it's a way of living is very FI, right? FI is not obviously it's about the financial knowledge and the financial tools and managing your money and knowing some things about investing, but you can't move towards financial independence at an age much earlier than traditional retirement without knowing what it is that really brings you joy in life, what you value, because you have to make choices, right? About where you're spending your money. The FI movement. So people that have, unlike me, who knew about this or figured it out on their own when they were younger, have pulled off FI in when they're 30 or in their early 30s. So a lot of those people went to college, but they didn't spend money that they didn't need to spend on superfluous things. They were very clear on what they wanted to spend their money on. They had a high savings rate, which then they turned into investments. They worked hard at whatever their career was, did what they could to leverage that career to sort of make more money, but then that more money went into investing. And then they hit 30, 35, and then they're done. They don't have to work anymore. Now, that doesn't mean that they stop working and they never do anything again. Some of them continue working because they like what they do. Some of them have other interests. So, someone who, for example, really has a love of art or music as a musician, but was uncomfortable trying to make a living that way. Well, if they can achieve FI at 30 or 35, now if they want to really pour themselves into their art or their music or nonprofit organizations or whatever it is that lights them up, now they're free to do that because they don't have to earn money from it. And if they earn some extra money, great. But if they don't need to. So it really opens them up to pursue whatever it is that they really want to pursue that lights them up beyond just career. But early on, especially, they're very interrelated because you don't get to FI without having some sort of consistent income to move in that direction. And of course, the higher you can make your income, then the more you can save, the more you can invest, the quicker you can get to FI.